Thank you, Kenny. Inside the cage with our winner. 241 in the very first round. Technical submission by rear naked choke. Jackie Cataline. All right, Jackie Cataline. Yes, one of these. If you keep fighting like that, you're gonna have to get used to these.
Yes.
The
well, you know,
winners
I'm used to
interview.
wrestling, but this is a little different.
So let's talk about it, right? You told us that you wanted to finish this fight with a knockout, and it wasn't a knockout punch, but Cammy Adams ended up unconscious in this one because of the rear naked choke. You went back to the wrestling. How did it feel to use that wrestling and get this dominant finish?
Obviously, no matter what, I'm always going to fall back to wrestling. No matter what I say in an interview or to hype up the audience, you know, I'm always going to fall back to wrestling, and, you know, I got the finish for it tonight.
So, obviously, wrestling's important, but we're going to watch this whole fight. We got a monitor here. We're going to watch this whole fight, and I want you to walk me through, right, the striking exchanges, how you're feeling at the beginning here.
I kind of was just seeing how she would react because I watched a couple of her fights, and she kind of backed up a little. And she kind of just did a couple haymakers, and I was like, oh, I'm just going to go inside. Go inside and wrestle her. So, you know, the knockout didn't happen, but obviously my wrestling worked for me.
Well, you got the double underhooks here, and you're eventually able to get her down to the mat, obviously. And this is your, not just a pro debut, this is your MMA debut. This is the first time you've been actively fighting in competition. You moved to side control and then eventually to the crucifix position. That's a seasoned move here.
I like that position. I don't like to be in the guard as much. For me, like wrestling, I want to pin them, so I'm always on the side holding their head and their arm. And so I've been working a lot on side control and getting that arm pinned so that she doesn't have anything to block. So
we saw you, the short punches, right? Not generating a lot of power here, but a couple of these you were able to uncork and really generate some power from the top.
Yeah, I was trying to get a better leg position because I didn't feel very comfortable there, so I was just kind of throwing punches to see if she'd open up her arms. But once I got the arm pinned, then I felt a little better, so I was able to come up off of her a little, take the pressure off.
Were you concerned at all that she was going to be able to force a stand-up or a stalemate here?
No, not at all.
All right, and here we go. At this point, she knows that she's got to make something happen. She's got to get that arm off your head. She's got to expose her back. And did you see that coming?
Yeah, I was kind of just, as much as it is, you know, you want to finish it, you want to get it done as fast as you can. Sometimes being patient is a little bit better. So I was just kind of waiting for her to open up her arms, and she did. And I was able to land some good punches, and once she started going to her knees, I just jumped over that.
Jackie, I don't want to belabor the point, but people making their MMA debut are never patient mixed martial artists, and you're talking about preaching patience here.
A lot. So my coaches talked to me about that, you know, take your time, don't burn yourself out, because as a wrestler, you wrestle 3-minute rounds, and it's all out. So we definitely work to that a lot. Be very patient, take your time, make sure you're breathing. So I was thinking that when I was going out there.
Well, you get the arm under the neck, and eventually she goes out. Last question. What feels better, that win or pinning somebody in wrestling?
Oh, pinning somebody in wrestling. I've been wrestling 21 years. That's always going to be the better thing for me. But this, you know, this is a new journey for me. So for a first fight ever, first MMA fight ever, I'll take it.
All right.